I'm with you from Kurdistan and welcome to Not Be Forgotten podcast. Today we will talk about the life and challenges of Mr. Nasrat Haji Taha, a Peshmerga and a journalist. Welcome and I hope you enjoy the new episode. Nasrat Haji Taha is from the village of Saharoy Barwari Bala, although he was born in Gavarke. He attended primary school at Malta School. From a young age, he dreamed of being both a Peshmerga and a teacher, dedicated to educate Kurdish children in reading and writing. After finishing his studies, the war between Iran and Iraq broke out. Initially, the Iraqi government promised him and others employment, so they completed the necessary paperwork. However, on the first day of the employment, the government attempted to take them into the Iraqi army. Nasrat refused to join the army and instead became part of the revolution in February 1982. At the age of 22, his life as a Peshmerga began at that point and continued until Anfal campaign in 1988. Nasrat was already informed about the revolution through Dengi Kurdistan radio, which strengthened his sense of nationalism. His family had a deep-rooted Kurdish identity as well. His father, who had passed away before Nasrat was born, had fought for Kurdistan, and when the Iraqi government attacked, he was there. Nasrat's brother was also a Peshmerga in Aylul Revolution in 1974. Growing up with these values, Nasrat felt proud to become a Peshmerga himself. When he joined the Peshmerga, the situation was challenging. Most areas were still under Iraqi regime control, and there were traitors, Jash, who made movement difficult. Nasrat took on various roles, starting as a Peshmerga and later serving as a jail guard. Since he was educated and could read and write, he also helped other Peshmergas by reading reports and explaining the PDK program for them. Later, Nasrat joined the Shahidi Khanoki organization with the PDK, where he and others decided to open a school in Gali Khanoke, an area with many Peshmerga families. They named it Shahidi Khanoke in 1983. Although it wasn't an official governmental school, it was the first school in the Golan Revolution. Unfortunately, they had to close the school in May 1983 due to an agreement between the Iraqi and Turkish government, which allowed the Turkish army to enter Kurdistan. Since they were near the border, the area became too dangerous to remain. The school was set up in an open area among the trees with a simple blackboard and the children sitting on the ground. In addition to education, Nasrat and his comrades organized a Nowruz celebration in 1983 to lift the spirits of those who were suffering. Although they had no theater experience, they put together a performance to bring some joy to everyone around. When Mr. President Masoud Barzani came to the first branch, Nasrat and others expressed their desire to continue their studies. The president agreed and informed those interested to apply through the first branch. Nasrat completed the paperwork and went to Russia in October 1989 to begin his studies. After a year of learning Russian, he chose two majors, history and journalism, and he was accepted into journalism. He completed his bachelor's degree and later on went to study master's degree at journalism at the governmental university in Moscow. For Nasrat, a Peshmerga is someone who sacrifices their life for Kurdistan, offering their blood for its freedom and protection of its land. He feels deeply sad that the Peshmerga forces are not unified into a single army. In his view, a country with a divided army cannot truly be free. To him, The land of Kurdistan is sacred, and when it's lost, so is everything else: dignity, wealth, and identity. One of Nasrat's roles as a PDK member was within the Kurdistan Democratic Youth Union during the Golan Revolution. He served as a branch executive member of the union. The revolution placed great importance on organizations like the Youth Union, which played a vital role in educating both the Peshmerga and the public. Through intellectual and media efforts, the Youth Union balanced the combat side of the revolution with the cultural and educational activities. When Nasrat received news of his acceptance to study abroad, he traveled to the Kanibalav area to inform his family and request financial support. On the way, he encountered a fellow Peshmerga heading in the opposite direction, who mentioned they were preparing for a military operation. When Nasrat returned, he learned that his friend had become a martyr in that operation. His friend's final words were, "When you leave, don't forget us. We will always think of you," left a profound impact on Nasrat. His friend's name was Yusuf, and Nasrat had the honor of bearing him. This memory has affected him deeply. Thank you for staying with me to hear about Mr. Nasrat Haji's story. Stay with us for the upcoming episodes to hear more interesting stories of the lives of noble Peshmergas. Give us your feedback and hit that like button.